gosh, that pattern mechanics keeps coming up, doesn't it? Yeah, I wonder why I made you learn that. All right. And then, obviously, we want to protect the knee joint, keep it from hyperextending. Okay, so let's talk about the Q angle, and this is going to be where we can make a couple of really good points. We're talking about the knee, yes, but obviously that kinetic chain is only connected. You can't really deal with the knee without the hip, can you? Can't really deal with the hip without the knee because there's so many of those muscles across both joints. And performance at one is based on performance at the other. So when we talk about the Q angle is the angle between the quadriceps muscle, so rectus femoris, more specifically, and the patellar tendon. Okay, so here's where rectus femoris is actually going to be attaching up at that ASIS. So can you see the angle here? So can you see this makes an angle? So if we make a straight line down from the ischial tuberosity through the knee, can you see that that makes an angle? And it could be 12 degrees, it could be 16 degrees. And can you see the different strain on the knee? Right. Okay. What do you think makes for that difference besides genetics? Male versus female, typically. Okay, typically women will have wider, deeper pelvises so that we can carry babies. And so over time, kind of what we see is we'll typically see more women than men having knee replacements because of this increased angle. It's going to put more stress on the knee. Okay. Sorry, lady.
Does it affect more children than others? Because if you have 6, 7,
You're right.
we have 7.
You mean the more children you have,
The more
I think the more children, having children is actually really tough on a woman's body, and women tend to have children fairly quickly, especially if they have a whole bunch. They tend to just, like,
they just keep 1 to 2 years apart.
well, yeah, you know, it's like at one point a friend of mine actually had a doctor tell her that she should really have her babies 2 years apart because your body needed 2 years to get over having a baby.
Yeah.
So if you have them like 18 months, you know, like I had a friend who, she was a well-educated woman, she should have known better, had her first baby, was loving the experience, and her husband talked her into, oh, we can have unprotected sex because you're breastfeeding, and so you can't get pregnant while you're breastfeeding.
We just wanted some fun.
Yeah.
Guys do say things like that.
Yeah, guys say things like that. Okay, guess what? She was pregnant immediately.
That's really good.
Aww. You know, so it can happen to the best of us. So if you think about the fact that pregnancy adds weight, pregnancy changes your hormones, which changes how everything else works in your body. And the hormones late in pregnancy that allow the pelvis to open up to release the baby